Welcome back to Reality Hits Matt. I'm your host, Michelle.
And I'm Matt.
Welcome to another episode of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. We'll be talking about the last episode of the season.
Final episode of season 2.
Yeah.
Wow. We made it through season 2.
Yeah.
2 more seasons to go.
In case you're new here, I watch reality TV. My husband reacts to it. I tell it like it's my own life.
I do not watch any of these shows at all. All I know about them is what Michelle tells me, so here we are.
So he blames me for everything that might be wrong or is wrong.
Yeah, it's all her fault, so.
I'll take it, whatever.
This is a little different this week. We're recording this in the morning.
Yeah.
So, we've got some iced coffee.
Cheers.
From
Duncan.
This episode's brought to you by Duncan and not Guinness today. It's a little early, but maybe part of the way through I'll get a beer.
Oh my gosh. just do the podcast.
All right. Let me give a quick recap of last week. Season 2, episode 9. Mm-hmm. This is the girls' trip to New Orleans.
Yes.
It starts out, all the girls are down there. Everybody except for Taylor and Jen.
Yes.
Jen's still dealing with some issues.
Mm-hmm.
We heard about her a little bit. She sent a video to the girls.
Yeah.
This last episode. But they're all on a party bus. They're joking like that's their only mode of transportation that they take now is party buses. They seem to have one every time they go on a trip somewhere.
Yeah.
They end up going out to a burlesque show. And was it Jessie that planned that?
Yes.
She planned the Chippendales.
Yes, but she said she told everyone.
She told everybody that.
So it wasn't a surprise.
Yeah, it's not a surprise. They go. They're all like, "What the hell is this? This is not what we expected." Nudity, everything. Yeah. They're like, we didn't think this is what a burlesque show was.
Right.
So there's that. Layla takes a hit of a joint that the burlesque lady gave her that she like pulled out of her vagina or her panties or wherever. And then they're like, "What are you doing?" Like that, like she pulled that out of her crotch, and she's like, "Oh, like I didn't even like." She saw it happen,
yeah, she
like just hit the joint anyway.
Yeah.
So
we had Michaela tried to put hand sanitizer in
her mouth. Yeah, when they got back on the bus, like everybody, give me your hands. Open your mouth, Layla. So yeah, we had some good laughs last week. We had Steve last week with us.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun having Steve, our first in-person guest. After the burlesque show, I don't know, maybe it's the next day, I'm not sure, but they're back at the Airbnb. Layla has an idea for a game.
Yeah.
And I guess it's a TikTok trend. It's like pregnancy test roulette.
Yeah.
So everybody takes a test. Before you see the results, they're just mixed up and then compiled, and everybody just pulls them out. So you don't know whose test you're pulling out. There ends up being 2 positives in the group. Demi is like very upset by this because she's having infertility issues. So why they even did this in the first place is just really shitty.
Yeah, it was not a good.
And I know we don't like Demi lately. But we felt bad for her.
Yeah,
that's just
no one should
awful.
have to go through that. Especially she pulled one of the
and
positives.
And it's like that's not. So she knows it's not hers, but she's holding a positive test. Like, so that's really shitty. The 2 pregnancies ended up being Macy and Michaela.
Yeah.
Macy, we found out last episode or the episode before that she's pregnant. She hasn't told anybody yet.
Right.
Maybe she told Michaela.
She hadn't told Michaela before this.
But Macy knew Michaela was pregnant?
Yeah, so, and I didn't say this, but because it was kind of like a minuscule detail, but I think, like, she found out 3 days before the trip Michaela was pregnant. Okay. Macy is 2 weeks behind her. So I just don't think, like, it was time yet to tell people. Like, it was still it's still really, really early.
Yeah. So after this happens, everybody goes to their rooms. Demi is crying. Jesse's trying to console her. Macy and Michaela are together. Michaela's upset because she's pregnant She knows she's pregnant, obviously.
Yeah.
And she's upset that this upset Demi. Like, she feels bad for Demi.
She feels bad for Demi. She also feels like if she does come out and say it's her, like, it takes away the joy of it, which she should be like, joyful for.
Right. So,
I think both feelings are valid of, like, you want to be empathetic to someone going through that, but, like, also, like, really excited about your own journey.
So then Macy then tells Michaela that she's pregnant as well.
Yeah.
So that kind of cheers Michaela up. They're best friends. They're going to be pregnant together.
Yeah.
Have their babies around the same time, which is awesome. So then they go into the room with Demi and Jesse, and I think just them like walking in, like Demi like put it together, was like, it's you two.
Yeah.
Like, and they're like, yeah, it's us. Like, we had to come tell you, just like, so you're not like, could I be like, do I need to take another test, and then it's negative, and then she's just going to be even more upset, and it's just really shitty.
Yeah.
So there was that whole shit show. Then they go out. You had mentioned they were out, and who was it that got the big masquerade mask? Was it Layla?
Layla was walking around,
just wearing it around town. They were going out and getting like beignets and stuff in the French Quarter. Jesse decides to confront Demi about what she said about her hair salon, and Demi is kind of denying and like putting it back on Taylor, saying Taylor's lying, and then in true Demi fashion, she like puts it back on Jesse. Like, what do you think about this? And it's like, you're the problem. Like, you need to speak your story and tell the truth. She's always deflecting everything back on somebody else. So there was that. There's just the whole drama with Taylor and Demi. Demi says that if Taylor remains in Mom Talk, Demi's leaving Mom Talk.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. And then what else was there? Taylor says that she's going to leave Dakota. She's going to end that relationship.
Yep.
So we didn't... I don't think we heard from Dakota at all. Taylor wasn't on the trip, so the only way they knew that Taylor wasn't coming was Dakota and Jordan talked.
Yeah.
And Dakota told Jordan Taylor wasn't going.
Yeah.
Jordan told Jesse, and Jesse told all the girls, and that's kind of the roundabout way how they figured out that she wasn't going. One other thing, the only other thing I can think of in this episode, and I'm out of order, was Jen sends like a video to the whole group in a group chat, and it's basically her just, like, I'm in a bad spot, like, I'm having a rough time, like, she apologizes for some of the things that she's done and said to some of the girls. She's just focused on, trying to be healthy for her baby and all that. And Demi is just shitting on her, like, you shouldn't have done this. This crying video is, it's ridiculous. Yeah. And you should have sent separate messages to each person you hurt and all this. And it's like, no matter what you do, you can't please Demi. So whatever. Yep. Anything else from that episode?
No. I think you covered it all.
All right.
Good recap.
Thanks.
So, season 2, episode 10, the Book of Salvation.
All right. Book of Salvation.
Yeah. Yeah. We start in Provo, Utah at Taylor's house. And Layla goes over following the New Orleans trip to talk with Taylor and check in with her.
Okay.
She brings her a gift, and it was like a package of beignet mix for her to make.
Oh, nice.
So
Taylor the baker, who just bought the apple pie.
Well, hopefully it's like add water and
mix it up.
Or she'll might, I don't know.
Yeah,
give it to her
the
mom.
Pastry chef over here, Taylor, making
that's
beignets.
funny. I didn't even think about that. Layla says that she was really sad she didn't stick up for Taylor at the Saints and Sinners party like she told Taylor she was going to do, and she's really sick of Demi's behavior at the moment, so she wanted to make sure Taylor was right and try to start to make it up to her.
Okay.
Layla asked Taylor why she didn't go, and Taylor says she just felt really alone at the Saints and Sinners party since no one had her back, so she didn't want to go on the girls' trip and be in the same spot.
Right, and Layla was supposed to have her back.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it just like escalated and things got brought up that shouldn't have been brought up.
Yeah, there was a lot more there that was talked about.
I think all the girls were a little bit caught off guard with where the conversation went. So
that's fair. Yeah.
I think they all seem, minus Whitney, sick of Demi and like her attitude. And we'll see it more this episode of them like actually like saying something to her. But I think they were
Demi?
just like, I think they were just like so like, oh my God, what the fuck is happening right now?
Okay.
Taylor also tells Layla that she didn't appreciate Demi bringing up her lowest point in her life, and she thinks that's pretty unforgivable.
Right. Okay.
Layla tells Taylor that clearly Demi still has strong feelings about Taylor, and she then informs Taylor that Demi told the girls that if Taylor's in mom talk, then she's out.
Oh, okay. What'd Taylor have to say to that?
Taylor said that Demi needs Jesus, and she's not the saint that she thinks she is.
Okay.
And I think at one point she was like, okay, bye. Like, you can leave. Like,
Oh,
I'm not going.
I'm staying
I'm not going anywhere. Yeah,
absolutely. And at this point, though, I think the other girls would be like, all right, see you later.
Yeah, so Taylor's like, if that's your attitude and you want to go around throwing out these ultimatums, like, fine. But, like, you can't vote me out of something I started.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking dumb.
See you later. We won't miss you.
At this point, Taylor's mom shows up. So Layla catches her up on the drama of what's going on, and Taylor's mom says, well, let her go. And so Taylor's mom is not feeling Demi or any of the girls. I don't even think she like really likes Layla at this point. So
okay.
She's kind of like, Taylor's mom like really wants to have Taylor's back, obviously. Like that's your daughter. Sure. I think she's a little blind with just like the whole reality of the situation though, because Taylor also isn't perfect. I think she's willing to admit she's not perfect, but it's like, come on.
Well, and most of like, what she knows comes from Taylor telling her.
Yeah.
Now she's getting it from Layla, which that would solidify some things.
Some of the things.
But I mean, if you're just getting one side of the story, that's your daughter, like you're obviously going to take her side, like 100%, and you're not getting the whole story, probably. So okay.
Taylor says, well, things are going to be weird and awkward, especially since she's throwing the Christmas party. And Layla says, I don't think you're going to that. And Taylor says, why? She invited me. Apparently, Demi sent a text to the wrong group, and Taylor was in the group that the invite went to.
Okay.
And so this is Layla saying, like, you're really not invited to this.
Because they were talking about it last episode, and Demi was like, well, Brett and I are hosting it, and he's tired of Taylor, too.
Yeah.
So, okay. Are we going to... Does that party happen this episode, finally?
Oh, we jump right into it.
Oh, my God. We've been talking about it for 3 episodes now.
We gotta... This is a jam-packed episode.
All right.
It moves quick.
Let's go. I got my coffee.
So Layla says that she's not going to tell Taylor that she can't come since she did get the invite, but you can make your own decision. It probably won't go over well, though, if you do show up.
Okay.
So she's like, you're a big girl. You make your own decisions. I'm just letting you know that.
Invited.
Yeah. Taylor's mom says, I can go to the party for you.
Okay.
Taylor in an interview says, I don't want to go to the party if I'm not invited, but I'm not letting Demi off that easily. If she wants to push me out of the group, she'll have to say it to my face.
Okay.
So I think Taylor's not going to go, but she does want to have this confrontation, just not at the Christmas party.
Okay. That's fair.
We get the intro, and once we come back from the intro, it's the Christmas party.
Okay. Jumping right into it. Finally.
Yeah. Demi shows up and she does not look like herself. Like she full glam, hair to the side. Like even the girls are like, you look beautiful, but like you don't look like yourself.
Who are you?
Yeah. She definitely went all out for this Christmas party, and all the girls show up and they're all decked out like usual. So it seems really nice. Demi in an interview says she wants to end the year on a positive note. She's been very vocal about not wanting Taylor to be a mom talk anymore, and she's not sure where the girls stand on that, but she's hoping that this night will prove that they are better off without her.
Okay. We shall see.
Demi has everyone take champagne for a toast, and then she says, but I know you two are pregnant, and points to Macy and Michaela, and I'm like, does everyone else know yet?
Oh, right, because they just told
But then
Demi and Jesse.
But then they brush over it. So I'm not sure if like maybe at like we just see it off camera and they kind of just like make the announcement that they're pregnant. Yeah. So I'm like, whatever. Demi says tonight is going to be amazing, and she feels like there's going to be minimal drama because Taylor's not here. Cut to Leanne showing up and getting out of her car with a Christmas gift and walking in.
What? What does she do? Is she's really going to the party?
Yeah. Yeah. So she shows up and she says, hey, I just wanted to drop off this gift. And they're like, who's it for? And she goes, it's for Demi from Taylor. So okay. Taylor sent her mom with a Christmas gift for Demi.
Okay.
Like Taylor knows her mom's going to this.
Okay. Interesting. All right.
A lot of the girls are super nice to her. They say hi to her. Like, you know, they welcome her in. Like, you know, there's not really this thing. And then Whitney says, to be fair, this is very on brand for her. Because at the baby shower, she called Whitney when Whitney didn't show up. Right, yeah. So she's like, kind of like, this is hilarious. Like, you know, this is not surprising that she would do this. Yeah. Demi asks Leanne to go into like a separate area to have a conversation, but it's not a separate area where the girls can't hear. It's just like away from the group. Yeah, okay. So the girls can hear this entire conversation. Okay. They start talking about the online stuff, and Demi agrees that it was weird that no one commented on it, but then asks Leanne if she agrees with how Taylor handled it. And Leanne says that she feels like Taylor was doing a sarcastic bit where she was like kind of just like stirring the pot a little bit, but it wasn't that far out that the response had to be what Demi did. Right.
Yeah, that makes sense. And like you said, her page is like kind of that like satire, like it's for clicks, it's for views. I mean, it's social media. Yeah. That's what you need. You need clicks and views. Like
gets paid from having followers and getting views and getting likes and comments.
The more interactions, yeah.
And so Taylor did admit like once the girls were like, but we're not so much upset about the post, but like the backlash we got from it was like terrible. And
from all her fans.
She does say like, I'm sorry, like I did not intend for that to happen.
Right, because like I'm sure like Taylor has loyal fans. I'm sure each girl has fans that if somebody did that,
some more than others.
There's gonna be fans that are gonna go after.
Yeah. And it's funny that you say that because lately Jesse went on a podcast and said Taylor's fans are like a cult. And so there's a lot of drama right now happening with Taylor and the girls. So it's like Taylor and Jesse versus like Michaela and Macy. Like Michaela and Taylor are like beefing right now on social media.
Oh, man. Spoiler alert.
I know. Sorry. But it's not even in season 5 yet. I don't even know. I think they just started refilming again season 5. So like I'm
gonna know about it now when we get there.
But Michaela posted something about Taylor's fans being a cult.
Yeah.
And Taylor immediately responds to that and be like, oh, you're going to call my fans a cult, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, well, Jesse, you're best friends with Jesse, and she called your fans a cult. Like, they all feel like your fans are, like, very loyal to you. Yeah, and so maybe cult is a harsh word, but, like, everyone feels like that since season 2.
Okay, yeah.
So it ties back to season 2.
All right, let's get back on topic here.
Anyway. Leanne says that she thinks that Demi is trying to push Taylor out so she can be queen bee. And Demi does her like little laugh that really annoys me. Like, oh, no. And I'm like... Demi tells her that she's heard Taylor's side for 3 years and now she's getting Dakota's perspective. And they all just think that this toxic relationship needs to be done. At this point, the girls are, like, overhearing this, and Whitney goes, like, someone should go over there, and then she's like, Jesse, go over there, like to, mediate almost. But, then Jesse's like, I'm not fucking going over there.
No thanks.
So Whitney goes over to check if Demi is okay. And, Demi's like, yeah. And I'm like, this is, when Demi went up, when Whitney and Taylor were beefing it out, and it's like, you just don't need to be there. Like, you don't need to insert yourself. You don't add any perspective to it. Like, a little bit. She says a couple things. But, it just is not helpful. If your friend needs to walk away, then she can walk away. She's a big girl. It's just awkward. Leanne says, as a friend, they should have gone to Taylor to ask what she needs as support. And Demi says, I've been a single mom, and I have been through similar things, and I have texted her over 30 times checking in with her, and guess how many times she's done that for me? Not once.
Yeah.
And this goes back to Whitney's point last season where she didn't feel like Taylor was a good friend. Like, she didn't feel the reciprocation of the friendship, so she's like, why would I then go to your baby shower? Because I'm not going to get that in return.
Right.
And I do think, like, Taylor did show up to Whitney's baby shower this season, so, like, I think Taylor has been trying to work on that, but, like, she does let the drama consume her, because even at Whitney's baby shower, she's, like, so focused on what Jen had to say about Demi, which I guess it's for the show, but it's, like, okay, you know, like, it's, I think she's working on it, but it's not, she's not the perfect friend just because of all she has going on.
Right.
And Leanne says, well, that's because after Demi says she hasn't reached out to me once, Leanne says, well, it's because right now she can't do that. And Demi says it's been 3 years. Like, I'm tired of this. Whitney agrees with Demi that Taylor never has been a real friend to them. And it cuts to Jesse overhearing Demi saying, I've been a single mom, like, too. So, like, I understand what she's going. I've been through similar things. And then Jesse goes, she was a single mom for a month. And then, like, laughs.
Jeez.
Whitney in an interview says she doesn't understand how Leanne can't see that her daughter has flaws, and she understands that she's Taylor's mom, but she has to acknowledge that maybe they aren't always in the wrong. Like,
right,
Taylor always is in the right. We're not always in the wrong. Like, there's more to these dynamics than what Leanne has the perspective on.
Right.
After Demi points out that in the last 3 years, she's been through a divorce, had fertility issues, had marital issues, financial issues, and not one time did Taylor reach out, Leanne starts crying. And Leanne says, Taylor is a great person who brought all the girls together, and with her being in the deepest, darkest points of her life, to have her so-called friends disown her. And then Demi interrupts and says, I'm so sick of Taylor always getting a pass because she's going through hard times, and just saying that's how she is.
Right.
She goes, well, welcome to the real world, Taylor. This sucks. It sucks for us too. And she goes, she like starts like yelling at this point, and she's like not yelling at Leanne, but like yelling at the situation. She goes, she needs to stop posting online and actually care about her friends. And she tells Leanne that Taylor isn't the victim.
Okay.
She's like, I'm sick of this victim mentality. I can't do this anymore. And Layla in an interview says she can't believe Demi's actions right now, and that she can't believe Demi is yelling and cussing at Leanne because there's a lot of cuss words.
Okay.
Because the church teaches them to have respect, especially for like people who are like older than you.
Older folks, yeah.
And she was like, this is just so disrespectful, and like I'm so uncomfortable. Like she shouldn't be doing
okay.
this. Demi tells Leanne that Taylor does not get her sympathy anymore, and she says that she needs help and she needs to go to therapy and she needs to be a fucking mom. At this point, Santa walks in yelling "ho ho ho!" I'm like, I lost it. I was like, this is not
awesome. Santa's here.
Santa's here. Cheerful Christmas party.
Nice.
And then Michaela goes, I hope Santa brings me a new group of friends. As much as Michaela bugs me sometimes, she does have funny one-liners occasionally, and I'm like, oh my god, that's funny. Whitney exits the convo once Santa gets there and says, whatever, she like tells Leanne, whatever Taylor's going through, I hope she gets the help she needs. And then Leanne says, I appreciate that. And then she leaves Demi and Leanne. So like, Demi just like doesn't want to leave this conversation, and all the girls are like kind of over it at this point. Like,
like,
we're there's snow machines going outside. Santa's there. They're all outside taking photos. Like, and Brett's like just hovering in the corner, being like, "Can you wrap this up?" Because like I guess this was
have fun.
I guess this was like a surprise he put together for Demi.
And so now it's just like,
and so he's like,
ruined.
"Can you just like can you like we can table this and like come back to it?"
Santa's here. God damn it.
Yeah. So Jessie in an interview says she's shocked by the way Demi is talking to Leanne, and Demi is beyond the point of reason. So she's just gonna like let that be for now.
Okay.
Brett finally interrupts the conversation to tell Demi that there's a surprise outside for her and they can come back to this conversation. At that point, Leanne says, I wasn't trying to like bombard the party, but so I'm gonna go. Like I wasn't trying to.
But you did. But
yeah, but she was just dropping off the gift. Yeah. And then Demi was like, "Do you want to go over here?" And then she really like they kept coming back to Demi, and like it would be she'd be interrupting. She'd be like, "So okay, where were we?" And she like kept wanting to keep the conversation going. Yeah. So I think Leanne was like, "I'm over this."
Yeah. Okay.
Demi says she understands Leanne getting emotional, but she's sick of Leanne trying to say that Taylor's a good person. She says Leanne has been manipulated by Taylor's lies, and she needs to move it along.
Right.
Brett says it was like listening to Taylor 2.0, listening to Leanne, and there was just deflection.
All right.
So that's Brett's feeling about all of it.
All right.
The girls asked me to open the gift from Taylor because they're like, well, what's in there?
Yeah,
like,
curious.
Demi opens it, and it's a Jay-Z style PR box. So it has all of Jesse's. It has like hair extensions. It has like a hairbrush. It has products in it. And everyone was like, Jesse, did you give this to her? She's like, no, she must have bought that. Like, she must have bought that gift box.
Yeah.
And so it cuts to
Demi's favorite place.
It cuts to an interview with Taylor, and she goes, like, her thought process was to remind everyone that if Demi can do that to her best friend, imagine what she could do to them.
Yeah, yeah.
And they should keep her at arm's length. And Demi is like, see, Leanne should have been here for this to see what her daughter, like, is like her petty daughter does. Like,
oh, man.
And it's like, I thought it was really funny.
Yeah, I think it is funny.
Miranda in an interview says Mom Talk used to be not only about women supporting women, but mothers supporting mothers. So, like, she's over this. Like,
what am I doing back here? Everybody's petty.
We don't see her a lot this episode.
Okay.
She leaves the Christmas party pretty early. She says she's worried that this group has drifted from the main point.
Yeah, it sure seems like
And she's like, I'm honestly second guessing, like, if I want to be a part of this again. She's
yeah,
like,
that's
they
fair.
haven't voted me in, or like whatever the fuck they need to do.
Yeah.
And like, do I want to be friends with this type of people? Like, this just seems like a lot.
Right. Well, maybe if Taylor stays, Demi leaves, maybe things will get better.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But it was, she was like, I don't know about this, guys. So she leaves.
Funny.
So at that point, all the original girls meet, and minus Taylor and Jen, and they're talking, and Demi says that they all need to have a meeting about the state of Mom Talk and who's in and who's not.
Okay.
And they say that they need to have a meeting with everyone minus Miranda to hash it all out, which I think is a good idea because a lot of this drama originates with the OG members.
Oh, right.
So it's like, Miranda doesn't need to be a part of all of our bickering. Like, let's just meet so we can hash all this shit out and just figure it out. And like, because Demi's like, well, who's invited? And like, Whitney was like, everyone. Everyone is invited that like was in Mom Talk. And so that includes Taylor. And so they agree, and they're going to set up a meeting.
Okay.
Demi thinks that it has been a running pattern that wherever Taylor is, there's chaos that follows. And she says that to the group, and she's like trying to like state her case already without this meeting.
Yeah.
However, Jessie thinks it's Demi's attitude that's destructive to Mom Talk, not Taylor's. She said that in an interview.
And that's like her supposed best friend.
Yeah. Well, her supposed best friend has tried to get her kicked out of Mom Talk.
Right.
Talk shit about her business.
Yep.
Like, hasn't had her back.
Well, kicked off the show.
Kicked off the show.
Off the reality TV show. Yeah.
Out of the group and off the show. Yeah.
Doesn't like her business.
So, yeah. So, more to come on that in a little bit. So, we cut to Macy visiting Eric's mom. So, Eric was her high school boyfriend and the father of her first son.
Okay.
The one that passed away.
Oh, his
mom.
Okay. I was like,
his
wait,
mom, his family.
I was thinking, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was a little thrown off for a second, but let's go.
Macy in an interview says that they have told Hudson about Eric. She says that it's really important for Hudson to know about his dad because he is half of him.
Yeah.
And it cuts to a side-by-side of Hudson playing baseball and he's pitching, and his dad playing baseball and he's pitching, and I guess they're both really good.
Oh, yeah.
So he definitely gets that from his dad. And,
that's cool.
And we find out that like Eric's mom and Eric's father are very involved. They go to Hudson's baseball games. They're very supportive. They're very much like involved in his life and in Macy's life. And Jacob was with her, so like the whole family came.
Okay, nice.
Macy sits down with Eric's mom to talk about the book and to let her know that she is writing a book and she got a book deal. And since Eric was such a big part of her life, he'll be in it. So she's kind of like giving her a heads up, not really asking permission, but kind of like talking
letting
to
them
her.
know, what's going on.
Yeah, like I want to write about him and, you know, my experience so I can help others.
Yeah.
And Macy gets like really emotional. This is still very hard for her. She tells Eric's mom, I haven't dealt with the grief of his death, and it gets harder and harder as Hudson gets older and I can see more of him.
Right.
In Hudson. And so Macy in an interview says that she didn't want to live anymore at the point where Eric died. Like, she was like, I was in such a dark place, and if it weren't for Hudson, I don't think I'd be here today.
Wow, yeah.
She does have a lot of regrets about how things ended with Eric and, you know, the last things that were said to him. So she thinks that visiting his crash site, which she's never done in 10 years, might help with some closure of it.
Okay.
But she's hesitant, but she thinks it's time. So she can put this behind her and so she can move forward with writing the book.
Right.
Because
right.
I think she's having a difficult time.
Okay.
We go to Taylor's mom's house and Dakota goes to pick up Ever, and Taylor's mom asks how he's doing with him and Taylor not being together. Dakota says that it's for the best and it's time for him to focus on getting better. He says he just needs peace right now and to have clarity and to think. Taylor's mom asks if he is going back to church, and he kind of hesitates and he goes, I've been praying, so I don't think he's been going back to church.
Right.
Taylor's mom says that she called Taylor and she does get emotional and upset, but she thinks overall Taylor is in a very much happier and better place. And Dakota says that's all he wants for her is for her to be happy.
Okay.
At Jay-Z Styles, Jesse is...
Over to Jizz Styles. Jesse is in her hair salon. This is... I think post her surgery from getting half of her thyroid removed. Oh, right. Okay.
Jessie is saying that the whole health journey has really grounded her and put things into perspective. She says, I'm learning to put health first, and you know what's not healthy is yelling at one another.
That's right.
It cuts to a clip of her post-surgery in bed, and Jordan's looking at her scar, and it turns out the biopsy came back benign.
Okay,
so
that's good.
She was really thankful and happy for that, but she's definitely taking a step back to have peace in her life and to really focus on her health.
Yeah. Okay.
Macy stops in the store and she didn't know Jessie was going to be there. I guess she was going to get hair extensions for her mom.
Okay.
And then Jessie immediately is like, oh, your mom gets this one and this one. She's like, oh, thank God, because I was about to call you because I don't know what she gets. So it really, I think small things like that, small details where it's someone's mom's hair extension color, she's a good person. She constantly is doing free things for people, she's just very aware.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
Because some of the times, when people aren't like that or don't care about people, will be like, oh, I don't know, I got to look it up because you're so self-centered in your head that you don't remember.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I thought it was a nice moment. Macy asks how Jessie feels about the Christmas party, and Jessie says she feels drained, and Macy goes, I agree. I guess Macy was going to say something, but Michaela told her not to. She was like, I was going to step in and tell Demi that she was, being disrespectful, but Michaela was like, no, just don't. This isn't your place.
Right,
we don't need to get involved. Jessie says she's seeing Demi through a different lens, and their friendship is at a crossroads, and she doesn't condone her behavior anymore.
Okay.
Jessie brings up that when you're not with Demi anymore, you're not with her, and she'll try to sue you. So she says she did that with Jen and me.
Oh.
So that was a little tidbit because I don't think we heard before that Demi tried to sue Jessie.
Right.
So.
Okay. Interesting.
And then I watched 15 minutes of the reunion, and Jessie said something with I don't know what I'm legally allowed to say about this.
Oh.
And so I don't know what's going on, but to me, apparently, just comes at people with lawsuits.
Yeah. Okay. Great friend.
Right? Can you imagine? Can you imagine being in a fight with someone and be like, you'll hear from my lawyer?
Right. And then continue hanging out with them.
And then be like, we just need to be fine in front of this camera and you need to be my best friend and you all need to have my back. I'd be like, I don't want to tell her anything. I'm going to get sued. I don't want to be her friend. Even if I wasn't close with her, but I was all right with her, I'd be like, I don't
want to be around you.
I don't want to be your next friend. Don't come to me.
What are you gonna sue me for?
Macy in an interview says she doesn't think Demi understands the definition of loyal because she hasn't been a loyal friend to Jessie. And so
absolutely,
Demi constantly tells the girls, I've been such a loyal friend. I have been such a loyal friend. And people are like, no, you haven't.
No, not at all.
We see you haven't. Jessie tells Macy that she knows Demi is mad at her for siding with Taylor on a few things, but she said through the Italy drama, she's had Demi's back and she was there the whole time. So she's like, listen, I can tell you, I don't agree with your behavior. I should be able to do that as a friend. But then, I did have your back in this major moment of, this Italy trip, where people are saying that more things happened. Jesse says that there's a lot of manipulation that goes on, and she's done it to Whitney, she's done it to Taylor, and now she's done it to me. And she's just frankly tired of it.
Yeah, it seems tiring.
Macy says there's a lot more to worry about in life, our children, our relationships. And she goes, well, yours is obviously fine. And then Jesse kind of makes eyes, like, but Macy misses it.
Oh.
So this is the first inkling that maybe Jesse's marriage isn't perfect.
Okay.
But Jesse doesn't say anything about that. They
Okay.
just kind of move on.
Okay.
We cut to Jesse's house, and they are holding the mom talk meeting. So all the girls come to Jesse's house, and Taylor gets there, and it's like immediately awkward, like because they're like, oh my god, they're like looking at
right.
me,
So who's all there?
Whitney, Michaela, Macy, Taylor, Jesse, Demi. So Jen and Miranda are not there.
Okay, all right.
Demi asked Jesse what her status is with Taylor. So like a couple people are in the kitchen. I think it's Michaela, Macy, and Taylor in the kitchen.
Oh, so they're not even all together.
So they're not, yeah, they like just got there.
Okay,
so like there's like a
food
spread out. They're like snacking.
Just
they're
got there chatting.
Yeah, kind of like let's ease into this. So there's a couple people in the kitchen. Jesse and Demi, Layla are on the couch. Whitney is in that room with them, but like she brought her newborn, so she's on a separate, like she's like holding her newborn. She goes everywhere with her newborn, so she's one of, like, not one of those people, but she's I've seen people where it's like they don't separate from the newborn until like 6 months.
Okay.
So I think that's probably like what she's like. So she, like the Christmas party, the newborn was there. Like,
okay.
She brings the newborn everywhere, which is cool. But she doesn't bring her other two kids.
We don't care about them kids.
So anyway, that was just a side note. So that's why she's like kind of like away from the girls.
Okay.
You know, she's just over with her baby. Demi asked Jesse what her status is with Taylor. And Jesse says she feels like it's fine. Taylor apologized and they talked it out, and she feels like Taylor has been making an effort. She asked Demi if her and Taylor have talked yet, and Demi says she hasn't talked to Taylor since the Saints and Sinners party. Taylor, meanwhile, in the kitchen, tells Macy and Michaela that she heard about the Christmas party, and Taylor in an interview says the amount of disrespect Demi had for my mom is insane, and she's lucky I wasn't there.
Okay.
Taylor goes over to the couch, and Macy and Michaela are still in the kitchen.
Okay.
And Michaela goes, I'm just going to stand over here because that looks like not a place I want to be.
I don't want to be in that drama over there.
So they stand in the kitchen for a little bit longer, snacking. And they're like, we're just going to let that play out a little bit. Taylor goes over to the couch in the middle of Jesse telling Demi that they probably need to talk. And then Demi goes, oh, well, like, look, here she is. And Taylor was like, what? And she goes, and Jesse says, you know, I was just telling Demi or asking Demi, like, if you guys have talked yet. And she goes, do you think that you guys need to talk? And ask Taylor that. And Taylor goes, well, I have nothing nice to say, so I probably shouldn't say it.
Okay.
And to me at that point, like, looked at her like, what the fuck? And like, it's like, but it's the truth. Like,
yeah.
She's like, I have nothing nice to say to you, so like, I don't think I need to talk to you.
Right.
Jesse says, I don't see you guys being friends, but it's hard because this is our job. Jesse says that they need to talk about the status of the group and they need to have guidelines and rules like a business because this is a business. And then Whitney goes, but what's the business anymore? And Jesse goes, well, it was all of us posting together. Whitney goes, but we don't do that anymore.
Right.
She was like, I don't remember the last time we created a TikTok together.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
So, and all the girls are like, yeah. And then Jesse goes, well, then we need to decide if we're going to go back to that or not.
Okay.
So they're kind of in this flux state of like, what the fuck is this? They go back to talking about where Miranda stands in the group, and Jessie says it comes down to effort. And so she says if someone is willing to put in the effort, she's willing to have them in the group, but she just didn't feel like she saw that from Miranda at the beginning.
Okay.
She says she saw it a little bit more towards the end, but she's still not sure about Miranda. Michaela at that point says, but it's going to be different for everyone because you guys said you saw effort with Whitney outside the group, but I haven't seen that effort. And it's like, because you told her not to talk to you. So how are you going to see that effort? And she goes, I also haven't seen, like, Miranda hasn't reached out to Macy and I.
Okay.
So she feels like Miranda hasn't made the effort.
Yeah.
And so at that point, the girls look at Taylor and they ask her, like, what do you feel about Miranda? Taylor says she doesn't have a close relationship with Miranda anymore, and she doesn't see a period of time where that would happen. She thinks Miranda came at a very convenient time.
Right.
So Jesse says, I think we just need to give Miranda more time, just like we did with Whitney. I think that's fair. So we just don't need to decide on that right now.
Okay, yeah. Just let it play out still.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're still going to give her a little bit more time, but it's just not right now.
Yeah.
They go to Whitney, and with Whitney sitting there, Jesse goes, I feel good about Whitney. And Demi goes, I'm good. I'm happy with the progress. And it's like really awkward. And then Layla like was like, same. And like smiles like really awkwardly. Like it's weird. It's fucking weird. Macy says, yeah, I'm fine with it. And then Taylor goes, I don't care if you're in the group or not. And she feels like she's given Whitney a chance after chance and Whitney has done her dirty. And Whitney looks caught off guard by that comment.
Okay.
So Demi goes, how did that hurt you? And Taylor goes, I stuck up for her when everyone else hated her. I raised my hand for her to be back in Mom Talk. I did that for her, even though she like wasn't a good friend to me.
Right.
And then I just got shit on. So I don't care. And then at that point, Jesse was like, well, even though there's tension here, can you guys coexist? And Taylor says yes.
Okay.
Michaela says she doesn't need to say anything because everyone knows where she stands. And then Layla yells, majority rule, she's back in. Like, really quick. Like, she was
okay.
So Whitney's back in. Whitney goes,
back
Yay!
in Mom Talk. All right.
Michaela, in an interview, says she's over it. And when Whitney's true colors come out again, it'll be an I told you so moment.
Okay. All right.
Taylor then says, Demi, on the other hand, it's a no for me. And then Demi goes, we aren't voting on me. What is wrong with you? You're so weird. She's like, I've been in Mom Talk since the beginning. Like, what the fuck?
Right, but she said if Taylor's in, she's out, so...
Well, then Taylor goes, I was talking about coexisting around you. And so she was like, and then Demi's like, oh, sorry, I thought you were like trying to vote me out.
Okay.
Taylor then says, well, but I think you told the girls if I'm in Mom Talk, you're out. So what's with that? And Demi goes, who told you that? And she goes, does it matter who told me that?
Okay,
you said that, right? And she's like, yeah, I did. And then Taylor goes, okay, like, let's hash that out. And Demi goes, can you just take the bitch level down a notch? Let's talk human to human. And Taylor says, I don't like you and I don't need to change my tone.
Okay.
Demi says she's done absolutely nothing to Taylor except react to her poor behavior. And Taylor says, you've done this to so many people in this group to try to kick people out. Whitney, Jesse, me, Jen. Demi then yells at her that Taylor twisted what she said about Jesse and her business and it was a bullshit lie.
Okay.
And she's like yelling. She's like, that hair stuff, that was a bullshit lie. That was a bullshit lie. Like, you twisted what I said. But she's not saying what she said. She's still not saying it.
Yeah, what did you say? Yeah.
What did you say then?
You obviously said something if it was twisted.
Yeah.
Untwist it. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. I still haven't fucking heard this. Jesse says it was hurtful. Like, so Jesse steps in at this time, like, to the girls and says, it was hurtful that you didn't support my business. And she's like, you know, I was really, really hurt. And then Demi goes, it's hair. So, and Jesse goes, it's my whole life.
It's hair.
And Jesse's like so like caught off guard
by like,
the nonchalantness of this. Like, she's like, what the fuck? Demi says that it was a reaction, like with Jesse, it was a reaction to multiple things. Like, so now they're referencing kicking her off the show. So she goes, that was a reaction to multiple things with Jesse. And Jesse goes, yeah, but like, the fact that was your first reaction was to say, I have no morals and values and Jesse's out is scary. She was like, yeah. That's scary that the fact that you just jumped to that. And she like gets really emotional. She's like, I was hurt and confused when you did that. Like,
yeah.
Like, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And so Taylor says, what about Jen? What about you kicking her while she's down? And Demi goes, what? Because of the lies that she said about Italy? Like, everyone else is lying except for Demi, but Demi's not saying what the truth is.
Right.
So I'm like, just stop saying that they're liars and just be like, well, we had a misunderstanding about Italy and sorry. Like, but also kicking people while they're down. Like, she's in a depressive state.
Yeah. She's in
just
a terrible
call it
place.
a fucking day to me.
Yeah.
Like, she was pissing me off. Like, nothing. She couldn't take accountability for anything. And that goes to, like, Layla was in an interview and she's like, I'm shocked that Demi is unable to take accountability. And then she goes, I'm wondering if there's any truth to Jen's allegations about Italy. And she goes, I'm going to reach out to Marciano.
Okay.
So Layla's getting down to it. I mean, we always know that Layla's been the secret pot stirrer of the group.
Right.
She does a lot of this behind their back without them knowing, and then just like bombs them.
Okay.
So like they don't know she's reaching out to Marciano. Like she does.
Oh
that.
wow. Okay.
So I feel like Layla is like sneaky drama. Like,
well, she showed Taylor the group chat.
Yeah.
Too, which
Yep.
was that was kind of crazy.
She showed Taylor the group chat. She's the one that told Taylor that Demi said if she was in, she was out.
Yeah.
She kind of was like with Demi and Taylor with the whole Whitney drama, and I think she was telling Whitney, like, I think she just like she takes all the information and then she just goes tell people. And it's like,
right.
Okay, so like, I don't think that's a bad thing because you don't want there to be secrets and you're put in this uncomfortable position about talking shit about like other people.
Yeah. I think she also wants to be friends with everybody too. So it's like,
I think so,
you
too.
feel close to somebody. So like you like give them a little secret, but then it's like you're with this group or this other person. So you say something else over there.
Yeah. I think she really wants to be friends with everyone.
Be friends with everybody.
Be liked by everyone.
Yeah. Okay.
So back in the group setting, Layla says, you guys will never be friends, but how do we move on? And Taylor says, well, she's like doing life ruining stuff right now, and I would never do that to any of you. Taylor brings out that Demi calling out her family on social media has done so much harm to Dakota and her kids. And she goes, do you even know what that did to Dakota? No, because you're a fucking bitch. At this point in the argument, I started getting lost a little bit because there's yelling happening everywhere. And Demi says, do you want to have your kids taken from you? Because I don't, and I don't want to be the one to do that. And Taylor says, you don't know the truth about what's happening behind closed doors. No one does. Therapy does. So until you know the truth, you can't speak on it. And Demi goes, it doesn't matter. And Taylor says, it absolutely does matter if you know the truth or not.
Yeah, if you're spouting off shit.
You're out there spreading all these allegations, and they're not right. At this point, Michaela steps in and goes, this is so inappropriate because now we're talking about someone's family and children. She's like, this isn't like, no. She's like, this is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
And Whitney says, those are serious allegations that Demi made against Taylor. And so Taylor's like, yeah, no, like you guys don't know what's happening. I think it was Layla asked Demi, how do you feel about your friendship with the rest of us? Because I feel like you're upset that we're all right with Taylor. And she goes, it's jarring that you guys just brush shit under the rug with Taylor. She goes, why would you want to be friends with someone? She's disgusting. And at that point, like, the girls are like, Michaela says, I think that we just don't feel as strongly as you do about some of the stuff Taylor does.
Right.
Jesse then agrees and says, yeah, this is between the two of you. And Demi is like caught off guard, and she was like, I have been so loyal to all of you guys, and if someone were saying shit that she's saying about me, like, to you, I would be fighting to the nail to like have your back. Like, I would be fighting for you guys. I've been such a loyal friend.
Yeah.
And she wants the girls to have her back, and they're like, no, like, this is your battle.
Right.
Taylor's like, if you feel like that, if you feel like they aren't being loyal friends to you and you think we're all shit people, there's the door.
See you later.
Demi stands up and she goes, at this time I'm feeling very uncomfortable and I'm going to take some time and figure out if I still want to be in Mom Talk, and she leaves.
Okay. See ya.
That's the end of that. After Demi leaves, they all kind of sit around and like contemplate what just happened. Michaela says that she needs some time to decompress. Layla says, I really wish we could have individual friendships without having it to be like, well, you did this for me, so you have to, like, I did this for you, so you need to do this for me. Like, she's like, I want to have my own individual friendships with you guys, not have this have to be a group thing. Like,
right.
And I think that's actually pretty mature to say and, like, want. And I think it goes back to her wanting to be friends with everyone and, like, to have these individual friendships. I just don't think she needs to be, like, I think it's going to ruin her friendships when they see, like, she's going and telling people everything people say. So it's really not, like, that's not how to handle a friendship,
Right.
At the crash site, so we cut from that, and then we're
immediate
in the car with
change here.
Michaela and Macy, and they're driving to Eric's crash site. Macy is telling Michaela that the reason she never wants to leave things off on the wrong foot with people is because she has a lot of regret of the last thing she said to Eric.
Okay.
In an interview, she says that at the time of his death, they were texting back and forth, and one of his texts was left unfinished, so she was actually waiting for him to respond.
Jeez, okay.
And they were like mid-fight when he
jeez. All
passed
right.
away. And he passed away because he was texting and driving. So there's a lot of emotions there.
Yeah.
She said she found out about his death when she was at a Mexican restaurant scrolling through Instagram, and she hadn't heard from him, and she saw a post saying R.I.P. Eric, and she was like, what the fuck is that?
What?
I guess she tried like calling, and finally she called his dad, and his dad informed her that he had passed away in a car accident.
Wow. All right.
So they show up, they put flowers. Michaela says a prayer for Eric and Macy and her family. And then Michaela says it really means a lot that Macy can trust her to be her person in this moment. And even though there's a lot of shit going on in mom talk right now, like the fact that they can both have each other's backs and be the friend, like they are the strongest friends in the group, the two of them. Okay. So I don't see there a time where like, I don't think like they would ever backstab one another. And I hope that's not the case because they do seem like they like really support one another.
Okay.
They like have like music playing and then we like drift out and then we go to Layla meeting up with Marciano.
Okay.
And this is the end of the episode.
All right.
So Marciano comes back from snowboarding and Layla's there in like a mini skirt. Also, she has legs for days. Like her legs are long. I'm like, holy shit. Like that mini skirt ain't covering much. Holy shit. Marciano tells Layla, like, come upstairs. He gives her some water. He pours himself a drink. They sit down, and he's like, I have a lot to say to you. I'm glad you reached out. Like, this has been, like, bothering me.
Okay.
Marciano proceeds to tell Layla that he put himself out there with Demi at first during Vanderpump Villa because he didn't know what was going on, and they were informed that these, like, Mormon swingers were coming. Like, they didn't know who they were.
Right. Okay.
And I think this was, like, before season 1 aired, then they flew out there and filmed this. Like, they didn't have context to who these people were,
I gotcha.
These Mormon swingers are coming.
Mormon swingers are coming.
So he was like, I put myself out there, and I thought she was reciprocating my flirtation, but I think I mistook her friendliness for flirtation.
Okay.
And he was like, I can see that she is just a naturally flirtatious girl. And I think Brett's acknowledged that too. Like, that is her personality. Right. Denise said it. Like, Brett's been there. Like, that's just who she is. And people misunderstand her. He said, I would be lying, though, if I said I didn't at least try to kiss her.
Okay.
And he goes, but the drama's not with Demi. And Layla goes, what?
Okay.
He goes, there's a rumor out there that's not a rumor. And she goes, with Demi? And then he's like, no. And she was like, with Jesse? This goes back to the truth box question. Jesse, is it true that you were making out with Marciano at Tom Tom in LA in public?
Oh, okay,
and
yeah.
Jesse said, I wouldn't be that stupid.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that in public.
Apparently, according to Marciano, that did happen.
Okay.
And it was more than making out.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, him and Jesse have been having a full-on affair.
Oh, wow.
And they're still talking, and they still try to meet up.
And jeez.
It's a mess.
Okay.
Layla says, I don't know Marciano well, so I don't know if I can trust him.
Oh, if he's telling the truth.
She goes, but if this is true, this is like marriage ruining and
that's
life.
Big.
Like, she's like, I don't know what to even do with this. She's like, I wasn't going into this conversation expecting to hear about Jesse.
Right.
I came here to like iron out the Jen Demi
the Demi drama.
So like Layla's like face is like she's like, I don't know what the fuck to do. And that's where season 2 ends.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's out there now. I mean, it's on TV, so.
Yeah. And I did start the reunion episode. Like I said, I'm like 15 minutes in. They did start the reunion episode talking about this. Nick Vile, who was a bachelor, was the host.
Okay.
He has his own podcast called The Vile Files. And and so he started with saying like, Layla, like, thank you for ending season 2 on the most dramatic ending I think I've ever seen in reality TV.
Right.
And she goes, thanks, it was my honor. And and I think that was just cheeky. Like, I think she was like, I was told to go there and I did that. And like, whatever. Like, I wasn't expecting that to be what came out of it.
That took a left turn.
Demi is not at the reunion to speak for herself. She went to Disneyland with her family instead.
Okay.
So Jesse was there. So obviously he asked Jesse about, did you sleep with Marciano? What's happening with that? She goes, I don't know what I can legally say about the Demi part. However, I do have receipts. and shows him text messages that were sent between Demi and Marciano.
Okay.
These are not text messages that a married woman should be sending. It had eggplant emojis, the like water emoji. It had like a clam for probably a vagina because she sent him a photo of oysters and was like, ew. And then he was like, stop being a baby. And she goes, it reminds me of cum. And he goes, noted that you don't swallow. And then like, it was like very, very not appropriate.
Doesn't seem,
And so, you know, all the girls are like, oh my God, like what the hell? Jen's watching from the back room because she's not on the stage yet. And she's like, what does a clam mean? And then like Zach's like, probably a vagina. And she's like, oh, ew. She's like, oh my Lord. She's like, holy. And so she's like, oh my gosh, like what the hell? Before the reunion started, Whitney was in her like own changing room area and she FaceTimes to me. So they're still close.
Okay.
And they like try to ask Whitney about like this, and she goes, yeah, like these aren't text messages I would send or be happy to see if my partner sends someone. So yeah, I don't agree with that, but Demi is not here, and you know, I hope that she's not a liar. And everyone's like, yeah, we hope she's not, but like seems like she is. And she's like, I don't know, she was like really defensive of Demi, and she even like asked Jesse, well, what did Demi even do to you? And Jesse's like, were you there season 2? Like, and at that point I'm like, yeah, like Whitney, I think you need to acknowledge like that she has hurt people, but like
for sure.
Like Layla was saying, I should be able to have my own friendship with her. So like I'm good with her right now. I understand you guys aren't good with her. That's for you guys to hash out. Don't bring me into this drama. Like, and I don't think she answered it properly. So I think, that's probably a lot of the reason too why people don't like Whitney as well, is because she now is close to Demi and friends with her. So
okay.
And they all think that Whitney and Demi just got close because they had a common enemy, which was Taylor.
Right.
So,
and Whitney was also trying to get back in. So it's like anybody that'll.
But then she didn't have Demi's back when they were fighting. Like, she left. And Whitney was like, she's a big girl. She can, like, stand up for herself.
Yeah, that's
She's
true.
Like,
okay.
I'm back in. So
I don't need Demi anymore. I'm back
in. Thanks, girl. Bye. But going back to the Marciano thing, when they asked, did you sleep with him? And she goes, it plays out a lot in season 3, so I don't think I can say a lot of this. But I will say, like, I'm very open. Jordan has been very vulnerable and open, and she was not wearing her wedding ring during the reunion.
Okay. All right.
So I still have like an hour and 17 minutes left of this reunion. That was only the first 15.
Jeez. Oh, boy. All right.
So, yeah.
Great. That's it, huh?
That's it. We'll keep going with season 3.
Yeah. Next week, we'll have a special guest to recap season 2.
Yeah.
Like we did season 1. So that'll be fun. Be sure to catch that next week. Thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you watch on YouTube, where the videos are, or if you're listening on the podcast. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Reality Hits Matt. That's Reality Hits MAT, just one T in Matt. Same on TikTok at Reality Hits Matt. If you want to shoot us an email, if you have any questions, comments, you can email us realityhitsmatt@gmail.com. And thanks for listening.
Thank you.